Do you really believe that Credit Karma is your credit score? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike the Credit Guy, the biggest. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time we drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. We talk about everything credit here. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, that little like button. That way this video goes out to way more people, okay? In case you didn't know, I am the owner and founder of Limitless Culture. We created the most advanced DIY program in the industry. At $55.99 a month, our system will create custom Metro 2 attack letters, attacking any negative items on your credit reports and all your personal information that's not accurate. Imagine that. Our system will create your letters, email them to you, you print them, you mail them out, certified mail, and you're done. It's just that simple. You don't have to join any Facebook groups, you know, those archaic things. You don't have to read any modules. You don't have to do any master courses. We cut all that nonsense out. Our system will create those custom letters, email them to you, you print them, you mail them out, certified mail, and you're done. Link is always going to be in the description for our DIY program, the most advanced in the industry. On today's episode, we are going to cover credit scores, okay? I've been on a huge crusade in the last 4 years to try to educate people on where to find their credit score. People think it's just a marketing ploy, yada, 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 but it's not. You know, it's really important to understand that we're being thrown so many different credit scores from apps, from companies, credit card companies. You know, all these lending companies are showing you something different. And then all the free apps that you have for your credit cards, for your bank, for all these different financial institutions, they're all showing you different credit scores. So it's really confusing to consumers and everyday people, you know, okay, well, what's my real credit score? I see my Credit Karma score says this, but then the Experian app says this. And then when they pulled my application and, you know, they ran my credit, it says this. Well, what's going on here? It's very confusing. So there is a crazy statistic that 1 in 8 Americans are unaware of their credit score. And 55% of them didn't know renting an apartment would involve others looking at their credit score. I know there's a lot of educated people on my channel that are watching, and they're gonna say, this is just really stupid. But you don't understand, it's really not. Because I didn't know when I was 26 years old where to look for a credit score, where to find it, what my credit score was. I wasn't aware of that. So it's not shocking to me that still people don't know. So think about this right here. 71% are unaware of the ramifications of having a bad credit score. That's pretty crazy, okay? And the cost of bad credit. Let's go over this list. 41% reveal that their bad credit caused them trouble renting an apartment. I hear it all the time. 74% of them say a bad credit score prevents someone from the life they want to live. I talk to a lot of people that are high net worth but have really low credit scores because they didn't take care of it, they didn't care about it. Then 44% didn't know that higher rates and more restrictive terms can accompany poor credit scores. That's a fact. Like, people think it's just a joke, you know, that we're just out here making content and trying to grab customers. Like, no, like, my job is to try to educate as much as possible because there's so many people that just don't know, okay? My little brother's a great example. Amazing kid, smart kid. He doesn't know anything about a credit score. They didn't teach him anything. Comes out of high school, fresh out the gate, has no clue what a credit score is. So it's my job to educate him. Listen, I want you to understand that lending is going to get much tighter. With all these banks that are starting to collapse and the banking financial crisis that's upon us, financing is never going to be the same. So you need to take control of your credit score and understand what your credit score is and get your credit score to the highest peak you could possibly go and work on it and understand what credit scores they're looking for, because lending is going to get tougher. Interest rates are an all-time high. And when you go and try to do some type of financing, you want your credit score to be at the highest peak possible so you don't get any subprime lending. You don't get stuck in a credit acceptance corp account, okay? That is the worst lending company for auto loans, okay? You want to be able to get financing from your credit union. You know, that's the best place to finance anything, honestly. Or if you haven't established a relationship with a big bank. Your credit score being the highest peak possible is going to get you the best terms possible. So you're not upside down in the car. If you get financed with bad credit, it's really inevitable that your car is going to get repossessed because you can't afford to keep making those payments. Because one, the interest rate is way too high. It's eating up the principal payment. And then now you're upside down in this loan. So you're never going to be able to get out of this car unless you just pay on it for the rest of your life. I'm going to say it until my face turns blue. Credit Karma is not your credit score that lenders use, okay? People are going to argue with me, but it's still a credit score. Yes, it is a Vantage 3.0 credit score, but it is not a credit score that lenders use. It is very, very rare that any lender pulls a Vantage 3.0. There are some old school credit unions that do, but I don't know of any locally in my area. If you do, drop it in the comments. Tell us about it, okay? But more than 90% of lenders use a FICO scoring model to figure out your credit worthiness. So what is the point of Credit Karma? Credit Karma is a marketing site, okay? It's not a credit reporting agency. It's not a credit reporting app. It was built to market products to you. So let's break this down real quick. I did a simple Google search, okay, of how much money did Credit Karma make in 2022. All right, it's pretty clear right there. So during the most recent quarter into its fiscal quarter, Q1 2022, Credit Karma contributed $418 million in revenue. So you ask yourself, how do they make any revenue? By feeding you products, credit cards, car insurance, personal loans, all these things they are making money off of. So again, Credit Karma is a marketing site, not a credit monitoring site. The reason why they draw you in is for a few reasons. Every time you get a notification on your phone from Credit Karma, oh, there's been a change on your credit score. Hey, congratulations. You've done so much in so long time. Hey, look you're on a payment streak. They're trying to draw you back into the app to get you to apply for some type of credit card, car insurance, some type of lending product, to look for a mortgage. All of these things Credit Karma makes money from. Every time you apply for something through their app, they're going to make money from that once you get approved. I believe that they also make money when you don't get an approval because it is an advertisement inside of their website, inside their app. People are paying for that real estate. Those companies are paying for it, okay? So I want you to understand that Credit Karma is a marketing site that uses a Vantage 3.0 that I would say less than 3% of lenders even use. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time I go live or I drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. If there's anything specific you want me to talk about, drop it in the comment section. Drop some emojis in there so we can get this video going. Don't be afraid to ask a question. That's what we're here for, okay? And if you haven't already, hit that bell notification. That way you find out every time I go live, you're gonna hear about it first. You never know when I'm gonna pop up live. If you're looking to work on your credit, we did in fact create the most advanced DIY program in the industry. For $55.99 a month, our system will create custom Metro 2 attack letters, attacking any negative item on your credit report that is hurting you, and attack any personal information that is not accurate, okay? We're gonna create those custom letters. Our system is gonna email them to you. You print them out, send them out certified mail, and you're done. You don't have to read any modules or do any master classes or join any archaic Facebook groups. We cut all that nonsense out. Our system is just that simple. We simplified the process. Link is in the description for that. And if you need full service, we do offer full service credit management. We have a Metro 2 attack program, and we do offer a full service pre-litigation program that is designed to get you a free legal review by some attorneys. Imagine that. And also we do offer a full service identity theft program for people that have real identity theft issues. Links are always going to be in the description for those, okay? And anyone that joins the DIY program gets exclusive access into my custom app that is available for Android and Apple in those stores, okay? The custom app is designed to create a custom community. We're not censored, none of that nonsense. We can say and do as we please in there so we can help even more, okay? So it's gonna have some of my biggest videos, and we're gonna keep adding more to that library. So there's two types of credit scores to look for. I want you to know what you're looking at when you open up any app, okay? Whether that be Credit Karma, okay? What is it? Navy Federal, American Express, Citibank, Chase Bank. They all offer a free credit score inside of their app. So you need to understand what you're looking at, okay? Now, there's only two types of credit scores, a Vantage credit score and a FICO credit score. There's a Vantage 3.0 and there's a Vantage 4.0. The Vantage 4.0 is supposedly going to be used in mortgage lending moving into the future. We're not there yet. So remember that. We're not there yet, okay? Mortgage lenders are currently pulling a FICO 2, 3, and 5, okay? Or sometimes 2, 4, and 5, okay? So let me show you some of the different types of credit scores you're going to look at. So this is what it looks like when you look on Credit Karma, okay? I want you to look right underneath the scores where it says calculated using Vantage 3.0. You need to look for that verbiage right underneath the actual credit score so you can know what you're looking at, okay? That's very important. All right, so now you know what Credit Karma is. It is a Vantage 3.0. More than 90% of lenders use a FICO score, okay? So basically you're deeming Credit Karma useless. It is. Now, let's pull up my friends over at Navy Federal, okay? Navy Federal, oh, look at that. There's a credit score. Oh, okay. This credit score was pulled on 12/9/2022. It is based on a Vantage 3.0. Do you see that? That's what it's telling me my credit score is, okay? Wait for it. It's going to get really good. You're going to be like, oh my God. So I pulled the other one before I pulled this one, okay? Full disclosure. But this is crazy. A 662. There's no way in holy hell I would be a 662, okay? So I want you to see the big difference here. This is the score that Navy Federal is giving you, okay? Now, let's pull up the FICO score that Discover gave me. Now, at the very top of this, you'll see on 11/19, this is when I pulled it. I should have pulled more updated ones. I'm sorry, okay? So, based on FICO Score 8 from TransUnion, your FICO score is a 790, okay? Make it make sense, please. Okay, even if there's a 1 month difference, you're gonna tell me that's over 100 points? That's a huge difference. Now, everyone's gonna vary. I've seen it. My wife's is only like 5-point difference. There's people with 100-point differences. It doesn't make any sense. There's people with 10-point, 15, 100, 50, you know, like it doesn't make any sense. But this right here is a FICO 8, okay? But it's only telling you a FICO 8. When you look at these scores right here, or you see a free FICO score, it is your top general score that lenders don't see. This is kind of like, I call it the motivational credit score. But again, remember, lenders don't see this credit score because lenders are looking for industry-specific FICO scores. Let's get into that. So in case you haven't noticed, there is a button underneath my video that says donate. That is for Nicole's Wish. Put it up on the screen right here, okay? So now this is pretty awesome what we've been doing with this. I started a fundraiser to help donate to Nicole's Wish that is granting wishes for children with critical illnesses. Now this is pretty awesome, whether it be $1, $5, $2, or some of you big ballers, bust out your wallets. This is your time to flex your money on Make-A-Wish, okay? This is pretty awesome. So what Nicole's Wish does is they take all that money and they donate it into Make-A-Wish and they help grant wishes. Now, I'll put it up right here so you can see it. We have already granted 5 wishes. We have 7 wishes that are pending and 12 wishes that have been adopted. That's pretty awesome. So anything you can do is going to be pretty awesome. I mean, what more could we ask for? We're going to help make some kids' wishes come true. So it's important to understand that FICO doesn't just have one credit score. As you saw, that's a FICO 8. The FICO 8 is one of the most commonly used FICO scores for a lot of lending. But FICO started at FICO 1, and now we're all the way up to FICO 10T. You've probably seen videos of people talking about, oh my God, FICO 10T is on its way. Oh my God, we're all in trouble. Now, I want you to understand something. There's a reason why I haven't made a video on FICO 10T. Because in order for a FICO score to really work, it has to be adapted by the lenders. Lenders will not adapt a credit score that they can't get any lending done, okay? So this is why FICO 10T hasn't had a massive rollout and you don't see a bunch of lenders using it, because lenders understand if they can't get people approved, they're not going to write loans. They need to write loans. They need to sell cars. They need to get credit card signups. This needs to happen in order to get the economy moving. So all those people trying to scare everybody away with FICO 10T, they're not telling you the truth. Again, remember, a FICO score needs to be adapted by the lenders in order for it to actually be used. If the lenders don't use it, it just won't be used. FICO 10T just started becoming a thing that is being used by Fannie Mae, one of the largest mortgage underwriting companies in the United States. So it is a sign that it could potentially move on to other lenders. Other lenders could just say, nah, we're not using it. We don't care what Fannie Mae does, okay? Or they can all start adapting. So we have to wait to see exactly what happens, but preparing your credit file is also a good idea too, okay? So you don't get sideswiped. But it's very important to understand all these different FICO scores and how they affect you. So if you noticed, I was talking about, FICO 8. Whatever happened to FICO 6, 7, okay? What happened to FICO 9? I don't know very many lenders that use FICO 9. I know for a fact Apple Card is starting to use FICO 9. They didn't before, but they are now because of all these different issues they've been having. Hey, drop a comment in the comment section if you want me to talk about all the issues with the Apple credit card and how it's going to affect everyone moving into the future, okay? It's a really good topic. But so what happened to all these credit scores? Nobody really uses them because they have to adapt them and use them in order for them to even function, okay? So FICO is going to put out all of these different FICO scoring models to help lenders either get lending or make it tighter or allow people to get homes. All of them are going to be different. I'm going to put it up on the screen right here so you can take a look at it. These are all the general scores that you're going to see that lenders are going to use. So let's start at the very bottom. Mortgage lending is a FICO 2, 5, and 4, and I say sometimes 2, 3, and 5, okay? It's not on that list, but it can happen. Now, also look at the other one, which is for credit card decisions. A FICO bank card score 8. Hear what I just said. A FICO bank card score 8. There's no place that you can see that for free, okay? There's also no place that you can see your FICO 2, 5, and 4, or 2, 3, and 5 for mortgage lending. Nowhere you can see that for free. Now, for auto lending, you're looking at a FICO Auto Score 8. Hear what I said. FICO Auto Score 8 is for lending, okay? You cannot see that anywhere for free also, okay? None of these scores. So this is really important to understand. These are the scores that lenders are going to see. So for an auto loan, you're looking at a FICO Auto Score 8. For credit cards, you're looking at a FICO Bank Card Score 8, okay? And then for mortgage lending, a 2, 4, or 5, or a 2, 3, and 5 for mortgage lending, okay? Nowhere can you see these scores for free. So this is the problem and why consumers get confused when they go apply for a car or they apply for a credit card. Why is my credit score different than what I saw on Experian? Because you're looking at your top score, you're not looking at the industry scores. The industry scores is what lenders are going to look at. My FICO is the best place to see all of your credit scores, okay? But it is in fact the most expensive, okay? At $39.99, that's the cheapest one that's gonna get you all of the scores. Now, the pricing is based on your region, which is crazy. I don't understand why. The lowest we've ever seen it is $34.99 for all of those scores on my FICO on certain regions, okay? Usually the West Coast is slightly cheaper. I could be wrong. Last time we saw that's what it was at, okay? Which was probably about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, okay? Client had to pull their FICO scores, and I always ask them, where are you located at? Tell me how much it costs you, okay? Because it's gonna vary. But my FICO is the most accurate and most reliable that you can get all those scores for, but it is the pricier one. Now, my number one choice for you to see your industry scores for the low, okay, is gonna be My Score IQ. You've probably seen all my shorts and all that. That is a $1 on a 7-day trial. It's gonna get you your industry specific scores on that 7-day trial. After that, it's $24.99, or based on your region, it could be $34.99, okay? I believe the highest it can go is $34.99, okay? And that's gonna get you all of those scores. Now, when you do sign up for MyScoreIQ, you need to go, you open the credit reports section. And then in the credit report section, that's where the score is going to be at, okay? It's not in the credit score section. It's in the report section. People always download, it's not in there. It's in there, I promise. I wouldn't tell you to go there if it wasn't there, okay? So $1 on a 7-day trial, link is going to be in the description, okay? It's very important that you know all of these scores, okay? Because when you go try to do any type of lending decision, whether it be for a credit card, a mortgage, or a car loan, you need to be prepared and know exactly where your credit score is at. And if you need to, if your credit score is not where it needs to be at, you know, pay down your balances to try to squeeze out as much of your credit score as you possibly can. 1 to 6% utilization can get you a few extra points. 0% utilization is always the target goal. Don't carry balances, okay? But again, prep your credit 30 days before your application process to get yourself ready. Go find your industry scores. If you're trying to get a car, prep your credit 30 days beforehand. Don't go in there all willy-nilly like, yo, we're going to get this car today. You're like, ooh, I don't know what my credit score is. It can cost you thousands of dollars on a home loan and on an auto loan, okay? Especially on a home loan, all right? Those points make a huge difference. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you watch the next video that YouTube is going to suggest to you, okay? If I could say suggest, okay? So make sure you watch that next video that's coming up. And if you have anything you want me to talk about, drop it in the comments. And as always, don't forget, subscribe to increase your credit score.